Hello, it's Big Mike here, and welcome back to Twentey Studios. It's been a while, and then yes, I'm still going to give you another exciting episode on how to make a glass morphism effect in Photoshop. Let's jump right in. So first of all, we are going to open our file, a smoke effect I downloaded. You can use any other image of your choice, but this is what I choose to work with. It's if you follow the pattern, if you follow the process, I believe you are going to get the same results. So first of all, let's unlock our layer and convert it to a smart object, and the next thing we are going to do is to create a rectangle, any shape that you wish to do, any effect, like rectangle, something like this is fine. You can also bend the edges a bit, something like this is cool. So the next thing I'm going to do, I don't know whether you can see the dark side, but let me make it like this, it wouldn't really affect anything. So the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate this background layer and put it on top of our rectangle, and then we will create a clipping mask on top of the rectangle. The next thing I'm going to do is to create a Gaussian blur. So you go to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur, and you can see that we already having a nice effect popping up. So simply have to adjust it a bit, something like this. You can see the glass, you can see the background inside, you can see through it carefully and nicely. We'll click on OK, and then we already have our effect. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to select the rectangle tool. We want to see some part of the rectangle a bit, so we go to stroke, that's on the layer styles. You can follow my preset, I'm using 4. The opacity can increase it a bit, somewhere this is fine. And yeah, you also can add inner glow to it. You can also copy the preset, you can adjust it to however you want. So something like this is cool. I'll reduce opacity a bit, okay, and then also I'll add some drop shadow here like this. We'll adjust it a bit. You can also add inner shadow to it, but I feel like it's good enough. So with the stroke we have, you can copy this preset, inner shadow. You just have to be playing around with the values, and then also the inner glow like this is fine, and the drop shadow I reduce it a bit, then bring it down a bit, so something like this is fine. We'll click on OK if you're good. You can see that we have our effect really popping up nicely. So if you select the rectangle and then move it up, you can see that we're already getting the effect. But one thing you can add is we can make the image more realistic, or the glass more realistic. So you can select the top layer a bit, you can select it and go to filter, then filter gallery. Yeah, I think it's on distort. Yes, distort. So you can see that it looks like a frosted glass, nice glass effect over here. So we make sure, ideally it's going to be like this mostly. If you haven't opened these kind of groups, it's at this distort. You have some other options, diffuse and ocean ripple and all, but we are going to use the glass, so you can adjust it however you want. Or you're using glass, okay, you can adjust the distortion a bit. If you want to adjust it a bit, you can. The smoothness you can, if you want. You don't want it like this, but I want it like the first, so I'll leave it like on 1, and then the scaling to somewhere like this is okay. I think I'm good with the settings, so you just have to, you can also play around with the settings, so you don't have to worry about the values. Okay, it's not like a stagnant value that you can't you just have to be manipulative a bit. And then when you're done, you click on OK, and then you can see that we have a nice glass effect. So when we move our rectangle, you can see that it affects everywhere in our image. It affects everywhere in our image. Yes, so this is how we create a glass effect in Adobe Photoshop. If you want to add some text, you go ahead and group your effect, and then we add some text. Let's say glass. We turn it a bit, we rotate it, something like this. That's cool. Let me center it a bit. Let me type effect. Okay, so try and resize it a bit and add some small effect real quick, and then we are good. So something like this is cool. Select the two, resize it a bit, and can add some small text here. Something like this is cool. Let me stretch it rather. Okay, something like this. Okay. Can do the same for the top. Just duplicate it. Then we are good. Just some small effect. There's not like a stagnant thing that you have to follow. But that's how we make a glass effect in Adobe Photoshop, or glass morphism in Photoshop. If you like it, kindly subscribe to it, like and subscribe, share it to your friends so that you also can learn this effect in Adobe Photoshop. I'll see you next time, and I hope to bring you more of these videos like this. Stay blessed. Bye.